So my name is Tatiana, and I am the representative of our international team, marketing team here with the university, with our international department. And today I'm going to share more about who we are as the university. We'll briefly highlight some of the programs that we see students are coming for a visiting program for a semester or two programs, and we'll definitely share more about the student life that we have here in campus. So to start with, I want to highlight that as a university, we provide a very intimate and quite unique environment for students because we keep our classrooms small. So as you see from the slide, our average classroom size is anywhere from 31 to, I would say, 40 students, depending on the type of course that you take in and the class that you take in. But still, with that environment, what we aim to provide is the accessibility to your instructor, the ability to get to know who are my peers in each of my classrooms, who is my professor, can I ask questions during my lectures, can I challenge some of those ideas, can we have the dialogue? So basically, that's the type of environment that we want to provide students with, for them to feel comfortable to engage in the learning process. And the whole learning process itself, a lot of the emphasis that we provide is actually on the experiential learning. So it's not just about understanding what my chapter covers, it's also cross-referencing, looking into real case examples, bringing some of those professionals into the classroom for you to meet them, try to embed the hands-on opportunities. So again, the way to learn is to actually play with it, practice with it, understand the application of the concept that you're discussing. So that's the type of environment that we try to provide at the university. And for that reason, we're known to be a teaching university, not just a research-based university, but also the teaching university. Another important fact about us is that we are a public university, which is quite a key for a lot of students when they start looking for their experience overseas, whether it's a private school or whether it's a public institution. And we are a public institution, one of the 6 research universities here in BC and 4th largest university here in BC. I also want to quickly state about who are the students who come to study at TRU, because of course, as a Canadian establishment, a lot of our students are local, from British Columbia, from Alberta, from some other provinces too, but we also pride to have a very diverse international student population, and at any given semester, it can be anywhere from 97 to 102 countries represented on our campus. So quite a diverse mix of international students. Most of our programs and major intakes are usually fall on September and January. May is optional, so you have some flexibility there to pick and choose when I want to come and experience my study abroad semester. We are also a campus-based university, which is quite a key because we also want to provide the student life experience. So you don't just come to university to attend your classes, you also are engaging in a busy student life. You get to utilize full infrastructure, all facilities and amenities that a campus offers. And just to highlight some, there's first of all, lots of different study spaces, whether you're looking at booking a room for you to practice a presentation or work with your group on some project, whether you're looking at, say, more of a cubicle style, more of an open concept. There's even nighttime study spaces if you feel like you are more productive towards the late night or early morning, if there's some of you like that. So different spaces for you to study. Lots of different computer labs throughout the whole campus, so you don't really have to carry your laptop at all times. You will have your individual access password to any computer station throughout the whole campus. There's lots of also different spaces for you where you can grab a bite, whether it's just a coffee, Starbucks, Tim Hortons, or a full proper meal, be it a sandwich from Subway or a good lunch from a culinary art cafeteria that is also run by a culinary art students. So great food options and choices on our campus. Amazing sport facilities too. So if you are into sports, that will be a good playground, if you will. On a campus, we have a modern aquatic center with Olympic-sized swimming pools and water slides, jacuzzis, and you get to utilize that for free as a student. If you want to use gym as well with some cardio, heavy weights, yoga studio, indoor running track, outdoor running track, there's 50% discount on the gym membership, so you end up paying around $30 to $35 per month for your gym membership. There's outdoor basketball courts as well. There's dance studio in a gym, indoor basketball court. So lots of different sport facilities for you to explore. And of course, soccer field, one of them is FIFA approved soccer field. So a lot of times we also host different tournaments. And the city where we are is also known as the tournament capital of Canada. So sport facilities are not just accessible on campus, but also throughout the city, lots for you to explore in terms of sports. Housing is also important, and I will briefly talk about it later, but I do want to just show that there's quite a few that are right on a campus. So a few housing options here on a campus. Another residence is literally across the street from the university. This map does a good job highlighting the campus, but doesn't really serve as well highlighting the area, quite modern, busy area right around the campus. But we're also really well positioned within the city limits with just walking distance to your major grocery stores, to some social places, be it a coffee shop, be it a pub, restaurant, all is within walking distance, some shopping area as well. So really well positioned. Bus connection is also available if you choose, for example, to stay outside of campus, not in one of the dorms, but say either a host family, right, or even renting options if that's what you're exploring. Bus connection is quite easy to get you to and from campus. And as a student, you also do not pay for your transportation because your student ID will become the access to the transit system within the city limits. So where are we? What are the city where we are positioned? So it's the city of Kamloops, and it's just about 45-minute flight from Vancouver. You can also catch the flight from Calgary. Will take you about 50 minutes to fly to Kamloops. So we have domestic airport. So Calgary connection, Vancouver connection is quite easy. There's also buses from Vancouver to Kamloops and of course Kamloops to Vancouver, but bus is a bit of a slower mode of transportation. So it can take you about 4.5 to 5 hours by bus. Right, so definitely plan wisely. And usually, what happens when you arrive to Kamloops before your classes start, we provide the information on what are the dates where we have our international team positioned at Kamloops Airport, Kamloops Bus Depot, greeting every student that arrives. So you don't have to really worry about, well, how do I navigate from there? There's always going to be, during those stated days, there's always going to be TRU representative to guide you further. So what I also want to talk about when I highlight where we are is definitely the climate, the seasons, and the weather. I want to kind of give that peace of mind, right? Because Canada is known to be a cold country, but when we talk about British Columbia, we have our own microclimate. In general, the weather is always more mild, less of a harsh cold temperatures, and more of clearly defined four seasons. So that's what really Kamloops offers, clearly defined four seasons. Winters are with snow, but usually the average temperature doesn't really drop much below -5, -7. There are a few weeks during the winter season where the temperature can drop to -20, but it's not all for a month. So winters are shorter, just that, peak of the season, December, January, February, we already start to see some snow melting. So really good climate to be here during your winter semester, and especially for those of you who love winter sports. There's ski resort, just about 45-minute drive. So there's lots of different winter sports available as well, hiking, snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, of course, snowboarding, skiing, all of that is available. Summer is absolutely stunning. We do see a lot of sunshine throughout the whole year, and Kamloops is known to be one of the sunniest cities in Canada. So lots of sunshine, winter time, summertime. Summers are nice and hot, but we do not have humidity in the air. So it's a different type of feeling, right, of your summer, of your winter, and the transition season. Spring is absolutely stunning. Again, climate is very comfortable for you to fully enjoy what the area can offer. And who those of you, right, who are really looking into being more active, who enjoy that active lifestyle, who enjoy the outdoor activities, Kamloops will be a really good destination for you. British Columbia in general is known as a tourism, the cradle basically of tourism and tourism industry, with all the beautiful nature that it offers, with all the different hikes, with all the different activities available. Kamloops is not an exception. So there's lots of things for you to discover in the area. There's about 200 lakes in the area, some waterfalls, beautiful, stunning waterfalls, lots of different parks, be it a local level kind of city park to some provincial parks as well. As I mentioned, ski resort is just about 45-minute drive, but even if you're coming during, say, that transition period where it's not time for you to ski or snowboard yet, there's still some activities, festivals that take place there. So definitely a good place for you to explore. Amazing trails for mountain biking, one of the best in the country for mountain biking. So lots and lots of things to discover. Again, I want to reiterate that Kamloops as a city is also a mid-sized city. So we are not spending a lot of time being stuck in the traffic. We actually have time to enjoy what the area can offer. So lots of different scenic places for you to explore. Again, all 4 seasons, beautiful lakes in the area. So it's a very friendly and welcoming city. And it's really easy to get to know its people and get integrated into the environment, into the community here. So it's not just the university that tries to provide that welcoming environment and make you feel like it's a home away from home, but the city itself is very comfortable. So whether you come in here for just semester or 2 or planning a longer stay, we have all the different programs for you to offer. So first of all, I also want to emphasize that as a university, we offer programs on different levels, from diplomas, 2 years, to degrees, 4 years, post-baccalaureate, so for mature students, and master level programs are also available. So whether you are a high school graduate, whether you are a university student, you can come and experience our visiting program or a gap year program. If you're just completing your high school, gap year will be available. If you're completing or throughout your degree, you can attend visiting program. We're also accepting visiting students even on the master level program. Our business programs are amazing in that regard. Always welcome students for 1 or 2 semester to experience TRU. So usually we provide flexibility for you to choose either 4 or 5 classes. So that will be the equivalent of 24 or 30 ECTS, your system. So with Gap Year, you have access to a range of first-year courses. At TRU, we have 9 different faculties, and you will have that flexibility to select what are my first-year courses that I want to pick and choose from different departments, from different majors, different faculties. So again, that flexibility with the choice, not only with the number of classes you're registering, but also what are the classes you want to take. So that's what we try to provide. This is your experience. You're the expert of what you want to explore. So we're just here to provide and facilitate that. If you are a visiting student, a university level visiting student, you have access to all the courses from 1st to 4th year of studies. And if you're a master level student, it's not only the master level courses that you get to access, you can also tap into some 4th year courses, 3rd year courses, depending on what is it that I want to gain out of my experience at TRU. And of course, we accept proof of English proficiency, that is usually IELTS, TOEFL, as well as DAAD. So as I mentioned, we have 9 different faculties. I will only highlight a few, those that we see more interest from visiting students. Faculty of Arts, that's more of your humanities. So you get to choose different majors like economics, like mathematics, communications, which includes your digital media, social media, public relations. There's journalism available, there's theater arts that not only engages students in, say, acting classes, but really full production, working with lights, working with costumes, staging. There's photography options as well there. So lots of different creative, I would say, areas too under the Faculty of Arts. And of course, those classical ones like history, like, for example, sociology, psychology, philosophy. So you can choose any courses from those different majors under the Bachelor of Arts. Fine arts, so the studio work is also available if you more, again, like that applied hands-on creative kind of studies is what you're looking for. So lots of different options under the humanities and creative arts. Adventure, culinary arts, and tourism is an absolutely amazing faculty with lots of hands-on options. Some courses are more limited because there's a lot of prerequisites, especially if we're thinking of adventure studies, but there's also a lot of courses that are open for our visiting students. So you can explore some of the classes from, say, hospitality, right? So your tourism experience management, from resort and hotel management, sport event management is a very interesting program, again, because we are the tournament capital here in Canada. So pick and choose some of the classes available from tourism as well. Business and economics, as I mentioned, master level options are here for you as well, from either our classical MBA option or a Master of Environmental Economics and Management. So think more of that sustainable economic development. So you can tap into those classes too. And you can also combine them with some of the third or fourth year classes from other business areas, like, for example, some post-bac areas there, about 11 different options from your supply chain, marketing, human resource, you name it. So lots of flexibility there. And of course, first and second year courses available under, again, those business umbrella courses. Faculty of Science. Okay. So with Faculty of Science, again, variety of different majors that we provide, thus variety of options for you to choose, whether you're thinking more of biological studies under your science, be it cellular, molecular, chemical biology, be it the animal biology, options are there. Whether you're thinking more of computing science, including data science, which is a brand new major that is now available to science degree students, so you can start picking those classes. Whether you're thinking of the environmental studies, say environmental biology, environmental chemistry, those are your options too. Math and statistics, again, close to that data science, right? So physics, we also have our observatory on campus, so you can also combine physics with some astrology classes as well. So variety of options for you here available too. So again, those are just a few faculties that I want to highlight. I do encourage you to work closely with College Contact to go through TRU's academic calendar to pick and choose what are the classes. We always are open with what that course entails. So you can find a brief description for each of the class that kind of draws your attention there. And that's how you get to combine what is my experience is going to look like here at TRU. So outside of the classes, we also want to, again, provide that experiential learning, that campus involvement opportunities. And that's where, even if you come in for a semester or two, you can also take advantage of those opportunities. So it's not only for degree-seeking students, for long-term study students, you can engage in different volunteer options. You can look into different workshops. You can maybe join some of the peer mentoring, tutoring opportunities, right? So pick and choose, look into how can I enhance my experience, because all of it is available. It's just for you to be active and engage. Clubs is another different way of kind of diving into the student life. And there's different even categories of clubs, whether it's more of the academic type of club, say business club, there's leadership clubs, there's economic club, chemistry, and more. There's more of a common interest clubs, and this is where you have a complete variety, from debate club to chess club to photography clubs to eco club. So variety of different clubs. There's definitely going to be something that is more appealing to you, so feel free to join those. And there's also clubs based on culture and ethnicity for those students who want to share the culture with other community members at TRU and on our campus. So they do different events, different big cultural celebrations, and share their culture with us. So speaking of housing, I highlighted pointed at two residences right on our campus, another residence is across the street. Homestay is another good option for you to consider, especially if you just come in for one semester and want to take kind of that, the most advantage of diving into the culture. Homestay is a good option too, because they also engage you in their day-to-day life, in their activities. You go camping with them, so you fully engage into all their activities. But when we talk about residences, they always provide private individual room, but you do have a shared facility with another either roommate or a few roommates. So depending on the type of residence that you choose, you can choose a block with just 2 rooms, so you and a roommate in private bedrooms, but you have a shared facility, kind of common area and bathroom, or blocks of 4 rooms where you share common space and bathroom with 4 other students in the dorm. So usually dorm styles. I do encourage to book your type of housing way in advance. Don't wait until the last minute, because you want to secure that housing option way before, way before coming. So a few months, 3 to 4 months before you plan to come to TRU. So that's where you want to start looking into housing. What we also value TRU is our support to international students. It's important for us to know that we always have somebody available for you to answer your question, be it a question related to your adjustment, transition, getting to know the university system, how to navigate that, to simple questions like, what are the places for me to visit here? Because I'm here just on a short 4 month. I want to explore more, right? So variety of different questions that you have. We have a team to guide you through those questions, including tons of academic support, including your well-being here on campus through different wellness programs, therapy docs Thursday, counseling including, right? So lots of different options to support you through and through on our campus. Of course, there's athletic teams at TRUs that come and cheer for some of the athletic teams as well. There's activity program that takes you to different places to see in Kamloops, in area, engage in different activities like, say, Halloween parties. They take you to hockey games, painting nights, and more. So we really try to provide that environment where, again, you feel a part of our student community, an active member, and that kind of intimate environment as well, where you get to know not only your peers, but also your professors and support staff that is available here for you. So the way to go about it, the planning, right, is to choose what are the area that I'm interested in to study, and from there start selecting the courses that are appealing to you. We always recommend to put together the list of 5 to 6 classes so we can look into availability, and of course, conflict in your schedule, if anything. So that's how we want to go about, right? Select those classes, apply. Do utilize support from College Contact. They've been working with TRU for many years now, so they know our class as well. They know our system well, so they can guide you properly. So there's a question from the audience. Can you say something about application deadline for upcoming semester? Yes. So if we are considering fall, this is September 2023, we really need to be careful with planning because the deadlines are usually May 1st. So we are already in May, and we can look at program availability. So if you're still thinking of fall 2023, let College Contact staff know. They will reach out to us with your specific inquiry, and we can see if we can still accommodate fall 2023 request. If we're speaking of winter 2024, then you have until October 1st to apply for the program. So those are the deadlines. I also encourage you to check our social media. Our students are very vocal. They like and love to share the experience. So take a look at what they have to say about their journey here at TRU. So with that, I'm ready to open the floor to student questions. And once again, if you have any questions appear after the presentation, College Contact are the ones who can guide you through, because you guys have such a great experience with us always, and you know all our classes that students tend to choose. So students are in good hands. Thank you for that.
A student would like to know, how likely is it that I will get to attend any given class?
So if you apply early, right, before the deadline, then we definitely accommodate your preferred list of courses. We always look at prerequisites as well, right? So when we plan those courses, we'll look into what level you're at right now. Are you just a high school graduate, right? Are we basing the courses based on your high school transcripts, or are you a university student? And then we're looking into the prerequisites, if any, right, from those courses that you're selecting. But the probability is very high. And again, for that reason, we ask you, right, provide us with 5 to 6 courses that you would like to study and indicate how many you would like to register into. So we make sure that we definitely accommodate your request 100%.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you again for inviting. Stay connected if there's any questions. Always happy to help and engage.
Okay, thank you so much. So have a nice day. Bye.